Hello. Good evening. Mhm. I was doing a lot of F4. We'll see if I need to adapt. Very weak force feedback for some reason. Well, I know why, but auto feature is not showing up. Come on. Yeah, F4 is different for sure. Yeah, you have to be careful. You have to release the brake fast, but not too fast when turning in. But too late. I need to do like 10 laps just to get used to it.
Car stop on the right. Go left.
That's why I'm saying the first thing you have to do is go watch the hot lap video. Still too late. Through where exactly? Here? Yeah, third. Should be third.
We've got damage on the back end.
Okay. Yep. Free to join. Yes.
Car 42, just left the fastest lap. 43.851. You've got the fastest lap.
Wow.
Car, 42. Just set the fastest lap. 43.393. Go left.
Nieko nesakysiu, nes mano bendradarbis. Erik is fast. Oh, this should be good, I think, here.
Car stops on the right. Go left.
Try command comser. COMSER.
You got it. Slow down on the right. Go left.
Yeah, exactly this. Actually, let me double check if the invite still works. Yep, should work, right? Let me know if it doesn't. Is it expired? Let me do it manually then. Yes, it did. Okay. Yeah, so details are in CS Wednesday's channel. Okay. Let's see, Erik. Fixed. Yep, so the idea here is that you can drive on the same track, on the same conditions, and then we can, you know, compare where is the time that you're losing. That's usually the case. Even me, you know, I'm losing time to the faster guys everywhere as well. There's just not one thing. But if it's like over a second that you're missing, then I think I can still point out some issues that you can work on.
car. 42. Just set the fastest lap. 43.346.
Erik is embarrassing me a bit, but I'll pretend that I don't care. And we'll try to respond. I can always say that it's the car.
No damage. Car looks clean. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Q51. Okay. I have few tents as well. But can't really put it together.
We've got damage on the back end.
Losing a lot through chicane. I don't know. Now maybe. I'm not feeling it in Porsche. My optimal is 339. And I feel like I'm like close to the limit on most of the corners. Yeah, I'm sure 42 is possible, but not for me. Yeah, I checked last top split of officials, and it was only Lambos. For fixed. By the way, Erik, how's the new job? I see you worked on your I rating as well. You're doing some officials? Okay, this is the one. Not perfect.
You've got the fastest lap.
11. I called it. I felt after T1 that it was a good one. I was doing F4 yesterday and today all day. Well, all evening. So definitely need some like time to get used to the GT3 again. Yeah, this one I understeered a bit. Yep. But actually I like I like GT3s, man. I like how you control the car. All you need to do is trail brake. If something is not okay, it means you're not trail braking correctly. With F4, you go into the corner and you pray that you did things correctly before the corner. Also, racing in F4, it's mayhem because of the slipstream that actually works. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. If I try to race people, I lose time. If I stay behind, other people race me, and I lose time. Like, what's what to do? Christopher, uh, join the Garage 61 team, and we can check the telemetry. Oh, actually, we can start with the line if you want. A lot of time in line. Always. Yep. So, first things first, you should try to use the whole track. So, up to the edge of the grass here. Let's see. Let's see how my car looked. Huh. Yeah, that's why it's okay to good to review, because here I could be a bit wider. Let's see how it feels actually. Yeah, I think. No reason not to. But yeah. You know, trying to be as wide as possible. Usually I'm good with that. Like, I was surprised here to see that I'm not using the track. But yeah, important thing. Right. Way too late on the brakes. Way too late. You want to brake here somewhere around... Actually, I'm not quite sure. But somewhere between 3 and 200. Maybe here, where the grass is... the line gets a little bit tighter. And yeah, the goal here is to hit the apex just before the 200, right? Maybe it's maybe unfixed. I think yeah, I'm not quite in the Porsche, not quite near the 200. I'd say somewhere in the middle, between 203, and then trying to get a good exit, as good as possible exit here. Try to get right tires on the inside of this curve, and on accelerator as early as possible. So important to get the car stopped. So you know, don't brake as late as possible to not get out of the track. Brake as late as possible to still get a great exit. Great exit in this case is somewhere around here, trying to be on full throttle as soon as possible. And now here you can be way wider on the exit here, as long as you have sorry, as long as you have right tire, at least one right tire, one side tires, let's say. Not sure if, yeah, if you have your right tires on the end of this curb, it's fine. So it means you can have like your car to the left by one car actually. So a lot of time here, and then a lot of time on the exit here, because exit wasn't great, so you're losing in all of this straight. Now, again, for the chicane, on the edge of the track, right next to the grass. And then let's see. Yep. So here you can use different line. here you can have your car way more to the right. I'm lost again. Yep, again to the right, almost like like touching this barrier. You can be, and that's not on off track. You can do it like quite safely. You still bounce a little bit over it, but it suspension handles it okay. What this allows you to do is then you have a better exit out of the chicane. Instead of going like this, you would be going more like this. You would be wider here, and you don't need to turn and slow the car as much in this part. You would be coming from here, well, more here. So less brakes, more speed, way faster through the chicane. Here in general it's quite okay, but I like to stay a bit tighter here, like already start turning in, getting close to the curb, and then here get even closer to the curb, and I'm probably touching the curb somewhere around here, and trying to accelerate. This is kind of my marker for acceleration. Start maybe middle of this patch of asphalt here. Let's actually, I'm interested now what I'm doing there. What I did in this okay lap. Yeah, so as I said, flying through here. Yeah. Okay, so light. Still, I'd say here I was a bit too late on the brakes. Here you can see trail braking just a little bit. But I'd say I was a little bit too late. I'm a little bit too wide. I probably want to be on the curb here, and then couldn't go on the accelerator as soon as possible. But yeah, the tighter line here I like more. Stay in third here. Yeah, probably slow down a little bit too much. Although seems like braking around the same time where I am, around the same place, but I think you're bringing a bit less speed. So here you just slow down too much. I see you doing this little movement towards the apex, like on the where you start braking. Try avoiding that. Make the initial braking, the part where you are like doing most of the braking in the straight line, and then once you start trail braking, releasing the brake a little bit, you know, then turn in the wheel. Also third gear here. It's a bit tricky here. You can brake quite late here and bring quite a lot of speed through here because this is uphill. So you're like turning in against the gravity, against the camber here. So there is a lot more grip here that you can use. Yeah, you can be a bit earlier here on the throttle, and then use like all this part. You can be on the edge of this part here. Come back completely to the right here. Right tires about touching the grass, not touching, but really close. Yeah, and here it's very tricky, very easy to oversteer, even if when understeer, when you are taking the correct line. But yeah, I'd say take this one easy. There is a crest here, so once you go over that crest, like imagine the car is going like going light because it loses the asphalt that it just had under it. Yeah. So yeah, take this one easy. Brake a bit earlier. Make sure that the car is turning in. Yeah. This is what usually happens for me as well. The car is turning. When you go over that crest and the grip disappears. So basically, go a bit easier, before the crest, so that you're not carrying too much speed. And then exit here is quite important. I'd say you can prioritize it more than that previous corner, because here, like this zone is not really a straight, right? Well, yeah, and you're losing a lot of time here as well. This is a corner where you basically turning your car with the release of the throttle. I'll show you. I'll try to explain what I mean. I'll show you how fast you can take this one. Okay. Yeah, this is how far you can be here. Trying to get a good exit, not understeering. And here, no brakes. Later turn in when you did, but car completed to the right. And just like releasing the throttle to around 50% before the entry, and then before the apex, getting back on throttle again. You get the car to turn in here by releasing the throttle a bit. So imagine when you're on throttle, the weight of the car is on the back. The car is accelerating. So there's not a lot of weight on the front of the car, on the front tires. So once you release the throttle a little bit, the car balance shift a little bit to the front, and there's more grip on the front, and the car is turning in. So this lift is not to lose the speed, so that the car turns in, but just to shift the balance of the car. So if you feel that you're understeering through this corner, then you need to you can even do the real-time correction, release a bit more of the throttle. Yep. Yep, shift the weight to the front a bit, the balance. And then there's more grip on the front. Yeah, a little bit later. Turn in here a bit later. And again, this is quite tricky, but still try to do this. Come back completely to the left side of the track. And brake a bit earlier. You can stay on fourth here if you do everything correctly. I like to brake like from somewhere around here. You brake quite softly, probably like 40 or so percent. Trail brake to the apex and then back on throttle. But your line, I see you doing this in a lot of places where you, before the braking zone, you aim your car to the apex. Don't do that. Aim your car straight, do most of the braking, and then turn in. Yep. There will be. Twitch saves the video for 1 week, and I also upload these to YouTube. Yep, good luck. Anyone else is ready? I'm available. Oh, we have a queue. Davidas. Let's see. Hi, Davidas. Okay, let's see your lap. Lap 19, quite a lot of running. Okay, let's see. I'm interested now about the braking. Because this... Yes. It will be interesting to see the telemetry. This might be even faster than what I'm doing. It might be. Because it seems that we're braking a bit later than I am. But when the exit doesn't seem too bad as well. It will be interesting to see. Quite okay here. I like this part. Yeah, can be, but I've found myself also doing this. But we can both be closer to the left side here. Yeah, on the exit also can be wider, but it is like if the car is if the exit actually your exit does not require that, you don't need to push it too wide. Okay, let's see chicane. Seems okay. Let's see. This I'm not sure if I... Yeah, can like at the last moment before you turn in, you like do this minor adjustment to the left, and then it's fine. I think you could be like on this part before maybe. So you don't need, before turning into the chicane, you don't need to do this minor adjustment. I think at least from the cockpit. Now it seems that I aim a bit more to the right. Let's see actually how it looks like. Yeah, probably. Probably turning in a bit earlier and then going in closer. So probably I will have a little bit more speed through the chicane. So maybe, you know, you might be losing like 2/10 or so through it. We'll see the telemetry, but I'm not sure if how your trail brake here is looking. We'll see that, but maybe could do more. I feel like the car could be a little bit tighter around the curb, and then even on the accelerator a bit earlier as well. Lines are fine. Overall, I'd say I like these. Not too bad. This feels a bit slow. Let's see the braking. I feel like initial braking is fine, but maybe when released a bit too early, because here I like to get as tight as possible as soon as possible, because this is like the most cambered part. It has a lot of grip, and when this allows you tricky to get a good exit from there, because you are quite tight, you don't can't go on the throttle too early, but should work better when this wider. And here it feels that you went on throttle too early, because I think that the car is mispositioned, so you like don't need to slow down. You need to get closer to the apex there and on throttle a little bit. So the advice here would be try to be a bit tighter, and then in the inputs we'll see on the I'll show what I'm doing on the telemetry. Here you're using this, but it feels like not what's the word? Like synthetically using it. Like the car is not the car is, you know, because of the car speed is going there, but you're just driving there, you know, aiming there. So what that says is that here you can be earlier on the throttle, and then you won't need to force. The car will go there automatically, and you will need to steer even a bit, you know, so that it doesn't go too wide. But yeah, if you you know, find that you can just be relaxed on the exit and, you know, drive the car where you want, it means that you're not carrying enough speed. You know, go on the throttle earlier. Not too bad. Seemed fine. Mm-hmm. I like a bit, especially if you're not hot lapping, you know, it's not going for the fastest lap. This, well, actually, let me see this one more time. About right. Like I hear you modulating the throttle based on how the car is turning in or not turning in, oversteering. Here, get a bit, try to get a bit more to the left, and then brake a bit early, because here, this is like a good length straight after this corner, right? Again, especially if it's not your qualifying lap or like a hot lap, if you will still need to continue laps after this lap, you want a good exit here. So instead of braking late, going in deep, missing the apex, you know, brake a bit earlier. I probably brake a bit before end of this part, whatever that is. Tire barrier. Okay. So a bit before that, but also try to get the car to the left so you can brake straight here, braking here quite light, trail braking, and when, you know, get like this exit, once you get it right, it feels so satisfying because you are early on the throttle here, turning the car, and when you exit, you know, right beside the wall. So you feel badass doing that, you know, just almost clipping the wall, but not really. $44,381. Well, let's see. Let's see. Actually, it's interesting now to me. This one. Don't need. Okay. David is right. David is on track here. Lap 19. Yeah, because the lap seemed fine. Actually, I'm surprised to see that there is a second difference. Okay, now find my lap. A little bit everywhere, so makes sense. But let's try to find something specific. I'm blue one. Yeah, I'm braking a bit earlier, a bit harder though. Here I get a little bit better exit. Here you're actually better. So I'd say, yeah, as I said, it looked quite fine. Turn one. Good braking, good exit. Could be like sacrificing a little bit of his speed just to get a little bit better exit here. And I think you're red, right? It seems either you have like a filter on your throttle, or um, Marcelo, push what? Wrong stream, mate. This, you see there's a little bit hesitation, like goes here and then goes. If you go completely like to 100 or almost 100, I think the exit would be fine as well. And you had space on the exit there, so I think you could do that. Good luck the Italian championship, right? I'll tune in if I'll find a break. Good luck, guys. Yep. So just overall, this looks fine. Let's see the chicane. Yeah, here now I'm braking a bit later. Uh, so a little bit more time to gain there, and yeah, a little bit more speed through first curb, and then losing that speed inside the chicane to actually be able to turn out of it. That's what I'm doing here. So yeah, less braking in the first part, and then you can lose speed in the second part. Mm-hmm. I'd say, well, okay, let's see. Here, you go a bit, I go a bit wider, but yeah, I think in this lap, yeah, and once once you do the laps, mm, go into the pits and wait a bit. At least that's what helped for me. Our line is similar here. Yeah, you see, my braking is a bit more constant. This approach can also work. As long as like you're on the throttle here and you're not understeering, like you have more exit speed. It might be fine. It might be fine if you are not understeering. The other thing is, I'd say this going on the throttle softly. I try to cut that out. Try to go immediately up to the threshold, or where the car starts to understeer, and then modulate from there. Yeah, noise, I had this bug as well. If you have, try disabling VRS agent if you have it. Erik, yeah, that's correct as well. I totally forgot about that. But like my laps and Davida's laps are there already. So now if you just finished them, yeah, it might be a case that it's just not ready yet. Okay, this is downhill braking, So I brake a bit lighter, a bit later here, so carrying more speed. Yep. So I'd say in this part you can try to brake a bit later. Yeah, but I've doing these sessions like almost exactly from the time that we released the profing, and yeah, they are delayed sometimes, but never like had an issue where you don't have them in the session, or where you need to wait like half an hour or something. Few minutes, everything is ready. Yeah, some days might be good, some days might be shit. Basically. Yeah, here is probably you can brake a bit later and try to carry a bit more speed up to the apex. Sorry, Davidas, for the distractions. Here as well. Here you can brake even more late because as I've said, you have this cambered uphill area, right? And as I said, I like to go tight here because there's more camber here. You go tight and you can, as you can see, carry a lot more speed when you were. My exit wasn't perfect though, as we can see here. I felt that as well. But yeah, that's your exit was okay. But still, you can have good exit with this tight line. Yeah, tighter line here. A bit later on the tricks, tighter line. Here, again, I go a bit later on the brakes. Oh, oh, right, okay. So yeah, basically, you can brake a bit later, carry more speed to the apex, and then my exit is similar as well. And here, yeah, you can see the line that I'm taking way wider. I have more speed on the throttle a bit later, right? But it about equals out. Mm-hmm. Again, here I don't mind this. Like better preparation, less speed here, more speed here. Overall, you're actually faster here. So I don't mind this at all. Like less speed here, better exit. Okay, this part is okay. Mm-hmm. Here I lift a bit later, right? So I probably turning in a bit later as well, about the same time. We're turning in about the same time, but start to lift based on the lines is where the dot is. Where the dot is starting to move to the left. So yeah, because as you can see here, right, quite a big overlap. You had more speed before, so yeah, you probably will need to lift a bit early, but that should be just a bit earlier for the speed difference. Anyway, we're not even lifting for the speed here because of the speed here. We're lifting to get the weight back on the fronts a bit so the car turns in. Yeah, even let's try this. It about evens out. Well, I'd say try. I'm not exactly honestly. Just a few uh, like kilometers in speed difference here. The gap here is quite big, like 20 meters more, almost 30 meters. So I'd say you could be lifting a bit later here, but experiment here. Can't say definitely. This part in general is so much about the feel. Like, you know, you just started turning and I can't even explain it properly. Basically, start to turn in, you see that the car is not turning it how much you expect, and you know you start releasing it. So yeah, yep. So it's not, you know, this is not a major. You're not even losing time here, I'd say. So I think you're overall okay here. Uh, so yeah, probably don't even focus too much on this. Doing quite okay. Okay, and here you see I'm getting the car more to the left here. And I'm actually braking later. Interesting. Okay, well, just a bit later, a bit lighter, and then actually have way more speed here on the exit. Interesting. Yeah, Eric, I agree. And also, you know, our approaches were also different in the last corner, so we're like coming in with different speeds. So, well, not here at all. Right here. So it's fine. It's fine. Um, I'm trying to understand what happened here. Um, you upshift to fifth. I'd say avoid that. You don't need that for this short amount of time. It like will only disturb the balance, which you don't need here at all, because uh, you brake earlier here and still like overshoot the apex. So here, focus on the line. Try to get back to the left, and then you can brake a bit later, a bit lighter, smoother, and hit the apex. Hit the apex wide on the exit. As I said, like just near the uh, you exit just beside, you know, the wall, and you feel badass. I love this track. That's about it, Dovidas. Any questions on some spots or anything else? Yeah, no problem. Good luck. Um, Eric, I'll just check the telemetry if you're fine with that. I'm not sure if I'll see something in the replay. If the lines are off too a lot, we'll see in the telemetry as well. Mhm, 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 mhm. let's do a quick. I'm not sure that we'll have a lot to talk about, right? Um. So okay, you brake a bit later here. You have this completely different approach where you brake in the flat, and I have this release motion. I drove a lot of F4 lately. Might very be related to this. Actually, let me add a previous lap with Porsche. Let's say offline testing. I think this one. It's open setup. It doesn't matter. I just want to check. Well, yeah, I had whole different approach. So yeah. Yep. Mixing cars doesn't really work, but not too bad. Right, which do I remove? This one. Okay. Yep. What do you think about this triggering of ABS? Should you avoid it? Or is that just fine, whatever? No difference. I have no idea. Yep, same here. Let's leave it. Okay, chicane. But like your peak is actually, well, you're holding the peak. I brake a bit more and yeah, trigger here ABS, a bit then release it. So here, I'd say I'm braking about the same amount, but would be, I think I could be braking a bit later and still with the same shape even. Should be fine. Nah, maybe not. Then I would need to uh, trail brake a bit more, just a bit more, to have this a bit more steep, a bit less steep, I guess. Yeah, noise for sure, for sure. If you want be here, I will still go through your lap. And here I get just a bit better exit. No, you get a better exit. Okay, makes sense. But when it about evens out, Porsche is quicker on the straight or what's happening here? Well, okay, let's just do a quick run. So here, yeah, you brake a bit later, right? Oh yeah. I was under impression that Audi was quicker on the straights than Porsche. No? Interesting if not. Different approach here as well. Braking a bit later, then a bit harder. Actually, I like my approach here. A bit earlier, Then no ABS, more speed through the chicane. Yeah, and I'm faster. I like this. I don't like this. I'd say it's a good idea to brake here earlier, lighter. I like that I don't need to release the brake completely. I feel like this makes the car a bit more stable. In fixed. Yeah, in fixed. Okay, I get it. Mm-hmm. Okay, here. Um, yeah, I like your approach here way more. Yeah, my exit here was really bad. I was understeering a bit earlier on the brakes here, and it's all fine. Tighter line. Oh, you're actually doing the wider line. But tighter through here, no understeer. Yeah, this one is just fine. I like this way more on your side. Well, it's just a mistake on my part. Here downhill, I'd say you're braking too much. I think I like my exit here a bit deeper, and then can go more quickly on 100% throttle. Is it? You have more speed here? Yeah, mine is faster. I like this more. Yeah, less brakes. I'd say less brakes here because you're braking downhill, and then go a bit deeper. You went on the brakes hard. You stopped too soon. I'd say you can't go then immediately on the throttle because you still need to turn a little bit. So yeah, less on the brakes, a bit deeper, and then it's fine. This is uphill, so I brake a bit more, you brake a bit more. This braking probably okay. I have more entry speed, but my exit is later. Um, I like my tight entry, but then my exit wasn't great. I think the best line is somewhere in between. But I think both approaches are fine. Like in the race, it's just fine. Like in the race, I would aim from for my line, for your line, or anything in between, and it would be just fine. But said somewhere in between is probably faster because I like my entry, a lot of speed here, but then I understeer just a bit on the exit. I think if I slow down just a bit more, then it would have been great. Great line, great exit. Yeah, yeah. And you can carry a lot of speed, you know, through the uphill that. Yep. Right, okay. Braking fine. I'd say, yeah, probably overslowing a bit here, no? Exit is similar to mine, but here, like if you compare this and this, yeah, like half a tenth here. So I'd say you can bring more speed. I'm a bit wider as well, right? Yeah. Turn in a bit tighter. Yeah, my line, right? A bit tighter. But then, you know, wider on the exit and using all that, need to turn a lot, but you're turning around the same. Oh, sure. Yeah. Like, uh, when we are like comparing like tenths, or half a tenth, half tenths, it's yeah, it doesn't even make sense to 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 compare it too much. The reason why I'm doing it even I've drove actually open setups for Porsche and Ferrari yeah also but also Audi and it felt similar. Audi wow. Ferrari for example completely different beast. You need to like different lines, different inputs absolutely, but Audi and Porsche felt similar here. Similar amount of rotation and yeah I feel what you're saying about Audi being sketchy. That's just Audi being out there, you know. You need to harness the sketchiness. hmm I like my light braking because here when you lose all the speed here and when here you can't really even trail brake. Well, if the car is turning when it's fine, probably. Yep. I'm interested now, for example, VRS. What kind of braking it shows? Um, but it's fixed. Okay, never mind. Okay, never mind then. Okay, just lift. Okay, here, able to bring more, carry more speed by quite a significant amount. It shows like you're winning everywhere, basically, in all sectors, but here you're losing. Mm-hmm. Well, maybe I'd say it should be similar without, but yeah. Um, Basically, I'm sure you feel it. You are feeling it, but Um, Basically, you need to feel the back of the car sliding, and then you need to feel how you control it with the throttle. I'm sure you're feeling it. And once you feel it, it's just, I think, practice. One more thing. One more thing. I've drove a few laps with open Audi via a setup. This one? My turn one sucked? No? Ah, you see, I'm braking similar with Audi. Okay. Oh, okay. But here, alright, similar. This is fine. Yeah, I'm more on the brakes. But still, you see lighter a bit earlier. But all again, right? Fixed setup. So fixed versus open. So not exactly the same. But yeah, this this could be two things. So basically, my F4 training now, um, like completely fucked my braking, and also maybe different car. Maybe I brake out differently. I have no idea. Yeah, it's more civil. I still have this spiky braking, but yeah. More speed here, but it's open setup, so yeah, whatever. But yeah, okay. So still have no idea if it's a car thing or it's just my inputs. Okay, let's see. This this was. Mhm. Yep. I'm forced to drive the Ferrari with my Italian friends, and I hate that car so much. Like understeered city, it doesn't rotate. You need to slow it down, downshift to whatever gear I would never shift down to in the Porsche, and and then uh, get get it to turn this way to rotate. Oh. Okay, what's next? We have Jack. Jack is an interesting case because Jack has potentiometer pedals and he's fast. Like he's fastest out of everyone here with his potentiometer pedals. Ah, right, thanks. Move you here. Hey Jack. Sorry, one moment. Hey Jack. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Right. Let's see your lap. Congratulations, by the way. Great strategy, and yeah, congratulations on the win.
Thank, thank you. Yeah, congrats on your second win as well.
Yeah, thanks. Let's see. Oh, right. Let me share actually to Discord as well. Screen one. Go live.
Yeah, I've got you.
I'll focus probably on the lines here, and then we can see in the telemetry if we can spot anything else. So here, not sure if you tried over the laps, and not sure if you saw my screenshot, but and maybe this looks to you, you know, as like as close as possible to the like barrier, but actually it's probably not. You have and you can use this, and you should use this. Turn in a bit earlier and try to be at least here. Don't need to be here like I was on the screenshot,
Right.
but like at least here, because this feels like it it like forces you, like bumps you off the line that you actually want to be on. See, the bump here was quite big.
Yeah, I've been struggling with this in this session on fixed setup. Yeah, it's all been different every lap with how close I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to be closer, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
just I'm consistent with it.
It feels here that, and maybe you know it's you struggle with consistency, but here you could be on the brakes a bit earlier. But also considering your pedals, my braking here is like 30%, 10%, like 20%, something like that over the chicane, right? So for you, I imagine what you're doing here is probably braking quite a lot. We'll see in the telemetry. So yeah, I'm like trying to be careful with the advice, because the same things might not really apply to you. But I'd say then, you know what you could do maybe? Maybe. Again. Um. Okay, let's leave this for the telemetry. Let's come back to this. Let's continue. Like in this, here in this corner, do you try to trail brake here, or just like just turn in and wait for the car to turn in?
I'm sort of not breaking it all. I'm just sort of
Just
lifting
coasting.
up and trying.
Uh
Yeah, I'm
huh.
just coasting.
Yeah, yeah. In these sort of places, just a small, just dragging, as I said, like showed the last time, 5%, just holding the 5% in these kind of corners would, would really help. I have no idea how you're doing it. I feel like you would be very fast with just decent pedals, and you would need to adjust. But do you be able to do these kind of times with your equipment? It seems that you feel the speed of the car very well, and yeah, that really helps. So I think that the brakes are really holding you back.
Yeah, I've sort of been trying my best, though. Yeah, just trying to do it to the best of my abilities isn't always great.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Maybe I'm thinking if maybe you could go on the throttle here earlier. No, I think so. Like the car, well, you're a bit tighter. I think you could experiment here. Even if
Yeah. You think
mhm,
if I have this sort of slightly later turn in,
mhm.
then yeah, that's gonna give me more room on the outside, so I'll probably get early, earlier on.
Yep. Um.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just I'm looking at this, I'm looking at the steering angle differences and just how much more I'm turning
Yep.
right on the apex. So
Yep.
I'm definitely getting there too early.
Yeah, just a bit later. Bit later exit. I think yeah. 1 point. Okay, now chicane. Okay, so okay, your braking is not too bad. I expected worse, to be honest. It's about fine, considering. You brake a bit later, a bit harder, which is not too bad. The issue is that you're not turning in. See, I'm just a bit wider here, right, closer to the to that barrier. When it
Yeah,
gives me it gives me like wider line through here,
yeah.
and when I go like cut those two curbs very nicely, the first curb, the second curb,
Mm.
and this one as well. So yeah, I would definitely recommend to try to cut more. You should I'd say maybe even try to brake earlier, maybe even the same amount. You will be a bit slower here, but then you can go earlier on the throttle.
Yeah.
So just try that. Here, look, you're trying to actually trail brake a bit, I see. I caught you. Just a small amount.
Oh, that's
And here as well, I think.
that's that's probably just my foot resting on the pedal a bit too much.
I bet it rested on the pedal just like the uh, just about the right time, just when it needs to rest. So yeah, maybe try to rest it in this place a bit more, and maybe the car. You will need less turning when to get the car to actually turn in.
Wow, yeah, that is a lot less turning.
Yeah, and it's team. If you will notice, I checked in turn one. Same thing was happening there as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, this downhill thing, yeah, I imagine this will be trouble for you.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm tricky, so I'm trying to get the later apex.
mm-hmm. I think for
Uh,
you it's right approach. Do you like have issues with spinning here or not at all?
uh, if I downshift too fast,
Uh-huh.
yes. But normally no.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
then it's so you locked it at 80%, right? Locked
yeah,
mm-hmm. Better, but I like what you did here on the chicane entry. Right? I like the
yeah,
modulation, not even hitting the 80. So
yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah. It, it seems like I have two modes. I either 100% or trying to get to half, end up going sort of like 70%, 80%
Uh-huh.
of the travel.
Okay. Let's see the subhill. Oh yeah, look how similar it is.
Yeah, it's just it's the later apex again.
But it's for you it's good approach. It's I think this is perfect. Like taking things into account. I'd say. I don't think that you can do better than this. Even yeah, here you can't win on braking. Well, you can
Yeah,
if
like
you're doing something entirely wrong,
yeah, yeah,
but
like
when you even have better exit.
it's like that that braking is like me really trying to try and trail it off.
Hmm.
Yeah, trying to do the best I can do.
Yeah, here it worked perfectly. Not too bad here as well. Like I was watching this last sector and I was thinking, okay, wow,
Yeah,
yeah, line is great as well.
yeah. It's hard because like that line is completely alien to me. So yeah, I've sort of driving of Watkins on both ACC and GT,
Hmm.
and yeah, you just can't go out there
Uh-huh.
on either of those games on track limit. So
Like you
it's
you
it's
couldn't
hard for me to try and adapt.
you couldn't on iRacing as well, but they updated it like a year or a year and a half ago. And
All
and
right.
and when yeah, like what the fuck is this line? Okay, this is tricky, I imagine.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Yeah, the I yeah, I like the modulating here. You need it. You need to try it. Here, without brakes, here it's very easy to like if you're not trailing or holding a bit of brakes, even this what you're trying to do here, it's okay. It's better than just coasting because here you go like through the crest, right, uphill, and when it's evens out, so there's a crest, and on that crest you lose like completely the grip on the fronts. So you need to use that brake. So I like this. Try doing that. keep doing this. Try maybe, you know, connecting these, and it would be great as well. Although I imagine at this point you feel that the car is turning, you have enough speed, you don't need to brake anymore. When here you're going
Yeah.
through that crest.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Good. Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
But yeah, it's fine. If you like, if you know it's not possible for you to trail brake, then this approach, okay. You can see here how much it's losing you, but like you see what you have to do here. If you can't, you can't. But I like what you're doing here. I like it. Ah. Okay, lift. The lift could be done later, I think. This is this yeah. This you could try to work on. This is only throttle, but there is time to be one here.
Yeah.
Let's see. I have I lift a bit later, right? So I had like 2 kilometers here. Here I have 7. So 5 kilometers advantage. Here then I lose a bit actually. So I think still you could, yeah, considering that you already bringing less speed here, I think you could try to maintain more of it by um, by lifting a bit later. I think you could do it. You're with Lambo, right? Okay, I'm not sure quite how it behaves actually here, but
Not really.
not not nicely, not nicely. Uh-huh.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's even worse at the previous corner.
Oh, it doesn't really turn in.
It's more so on the exits, especially on this fixed setup. Yeah, the TC is just too low for me in the previous corner.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying with wheel spin, and then through this corner, yeah, it is. Sometimes that the rear end is sometimes trying to break loose
Mm-hmm.
a bit too fast.
Here,
Not all bad.
here you need to realize that you need to feel this moment. It's very, very important. Here you lift, and then you need to feel the rear of the car like losing traction, right? But when you you catch it by going back on the throttle more. You lift here to turn in, to get the car to turn in, because you lift and your car balance shifts a bit to the front, so you have more grip on the front. But if you shift it, if you lift, for example, too much, you shift it more to the too much to the front, then the balance, you know, not enough weight on the back, not enough grip on the back, and the car, you know, starts oversteering, you know, sliding from back starts sliding. So then you need to get back a little bit more on the throttle, and you know, this will return the weight on the back tires, and it will stop the slide. So you need to balance it. You need to, like, I would really suggest just experimenting on this corner alone, maybe trying to use the quick reset function, but you know, just trying to feel how you control the understeer oversteer balance just with your throttle. So this is important, and I feel like you could like this would allow you to bring a little bit more speed through here, and and be a little bit more consistent here as well. But
Right.
okay, quite nice, quite nice. Just like here, fifth gear, maybe on Lambo. Not sure. But I don't like it. Let's see. Oh no, don't go for this short. Don't go to fifth for this short amount of time. Better like let the rev limiter hit. I doubt that it even will be hitting. I really don't think so. But even if it hits for a moment, not too bad. I'd say stay in fourth here. Because then you need to do is downshift here in the middle. Sorry, I'm complete mess here. Here in the middle of the braking zone, which we could have avoided it. And here starting to turn already. I'd say avoid fifth gear here. If you then see that your actually car goes do for too long amount of time, then yeah, use the fifth gear. If it doesn't, stay at fourth.
Right.
And yeah, quite okay modulating here, decently. Yeah, that's probably it. Good job. Like I'm impressed.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, good luck on Sunday again.
Yep, thanks. I think I'm gonna go back out and do some more laps. See if I can get some of the advice in.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Thanks for the help, and yeah, see you on Sunday again.
Yeah, see you.
Yep, see you. Bye.
Hey Lucas.
Hi.
Let's see. Oh, before we start, you had like very bad rejoin and collected me. Don't do that, please.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was in VR, so I couldn't type sorry or something like that.
All good, all good. Right. Okay, let's see. Which lab?
19, I think.
Let me double check. Yeah, 19. No load cell. Okay.
Yeah, my optimal is like half a second quicker, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this is the best that I could put together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this I can't get it right for the life of me. Like I watched you going through this a
Mm-hmm.
couple of times. Anything I try, I'm like still
Still
just
not close enough.
yeah, not close
Uh-huh.
enough, and
You know what?
just
I paid I paid $100 basically to solve this issue, or euros, not because I 2 seasons or so ago, I don't remember when exactly, but I got a coach that coached me on this track, and he showed me some things, but what he told me, and like it was immediately worth that 100 euros. We said go here, go to the right, like it will, you know, like you think, you know, go to the right enough that you will crash. And you know, I went to the right and I still did not crash, you know. So you know, it unlocked me this new area in my brain, on the track, only in my brain, you know. But it was locked in my brain. Like I thought that that area was wall, but it wasn't wall actually. So yeah, go, like you think you will go more to the like try to crash basically. Try to crash here.
Yeah.
You will unlock this new area. Yeah, because you go here through the middle. Two things. It's, well, actually it's quite smooth. It's similar jump through here, but you have this wider line. You can carry way more speed with that line. And
I should go wider in the first left,
um,
go right, and then
go
a wider
right.
line
Uh,
left.
okay, here. Yeah. You go a bit like more here. And yeah. You go straight here, right?
Yeah.
Try, if you can get closer, you know, you cut it more when you end up, instead of going here, a bit from the outside. And when you
Yeah.
go here from the outside, you can basically take the same line. This is quite good. You don't go too much on the outside here. You stay here tight, but with that wider entry, you will be able to carry way more speed here. We'll see in the telemetry how it compares, but it's different. Yeah, here. I like to keep the tight line here. To do that, I basically stay on the brakes just a little bit. Just to, we'll see in the telemetry how it looks, and I imagine it will be difficult for you without load cell, but we'll see. You know, just a bit of trail braking here to keep the car tight and turning in. Here, I feel like you went a bit on the entry. It seems fine, but when this part I don't like at all. You're supposed to go on the throttle probably around here, and you know, fully on the throttle, not coast with the wheel, you know, turn in. A lot of speed here, a lot of time here lost. Here I feel that maybe more track could be used. Yeah, this part, like at least on the white line, but even like you can be up to the edge of the track here, you know, of the grass. And then, not sure how it looks. We'll see on the telemetry. That something doesn't look right to me. Maybe feels like braking too late, but then you manage to stop it quite okay. So maybe because of not enough like speed from the previous section. Yeah, that will have something to do with it.
Yeah, I'm also trying not to spin there because of the lift off oversteer with
Mm-hmm.
the rear engine in the
Mm-hmm.
Porsche. So yeah, that's the main thing that's on my mind on this car. There, what will happen if
I
if
see.
I do the spin? So
I
yeah,
see. I saw the in the previous telemetry that you shared. Well, the way you go up and down with your non-load cell, you know, pedal, it's the reason why it, you know, sometimes spin you off. If you go down smoothly, it would be fine. I'm not sure how possible it will be for you to do that.
So I should probably invest in the load cell upgrade for the CSL.
I'd say so.
It,
Yeah, I know some people that were able to be very fast with those pedals with load cell.
yeah. There's also another thing that I'm trying to not trigger the ABS, but
Hmm.
I don't get any feedback with it with this Porsche, so it's kind of difficult to watch the lights. I should probably try to turn on something in the steering wheel to get a rumble or something.
No rumble. Hack time. Sound. You see, wait. I'm sharing on Discord. You see my screen, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you see what I did here with the tires? Tires is on max sound. Uh, other are like set down.
Mhm.
So um, basically the tires sound a bit different when
Yeah,
on ABS. So
yeah.
but also yeah, two things like two different pitches of sound. Like you you can also use the tires to feel to hear that we are on the limit. After the lesson, I will show you the YouTube video. I will give you a link to YouTube video
Okay.
where it is explained basically how you use sound to know if you're on the limit, but also once you are on ABS, it has like different kind of sound. So you need to experiment with it a little bit. And yeah, I don't check the lights never. So my friends say like, which wheels are locking for you? I don't know. Check the lights. I don't know what they mean. Like yeah, lights. I don't use sound, and at this point, I wouldn't even say that I listen to the sound. I just hear it, right? Like it's like so unconscious for me that I don't even listen to it. But yeah, that's you need to set your sound correctly.
Yep. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's okay.
Yeah, I watched you do this on the stream, so I copied this.
Great. Not too bad. Again,
Yeah, this is hard also. So
yeah, this is super tricky, even for me. First laps, I was thinking, what am I supposed to do here? Like, I was doing it on Monday and it was okay, and today I tried and what? How to drive this. Here, get to the right a bit earlier and completely. Again, same thing, right? This part of the track, it will help you carry more speed.
Mhm.
You know, the bigger angle of the corner, more speed. And here, probably could be a bit earlier on the brakes, and you know, just to make sure that you not miss the apex. You stick close to the curb. And another thing to have in mind, why this corner is so difficult. You can see this crest here, like
Yeah.
it goes uphill, and then it goes flat, right? So you go here, you're turning in, the car turns in just fine. You go still going uphill, like the gravity is helping you with the turn in basically. And then here is the point where the car, you know, basically wants to do a lift off. Not exactly lift off, but the balance like shifts
Yeah.
up, you know.
Yeah, it does. I do feel that.
Yeah. So here you have to keep it in mind. Try to trail brake a bit if if you feel that you're constantly understeering too much when trying to like bring a little bit less speed to the crest, better
Yeah,
to better to be too careful here and too slow, and then get good exit without understeer when understeer through this and then lose the exit.
yeah. Should I maybe like straighten the wheel or brake less or more when the crest is on the crest? Over the crest?
No. I say your wheel here is fine. I think you're probably too fast here.
Yeah.
I think, as I said, maybe a bit earlier on the brakes. Yeah, and I feel
Yeah,
that.
sometimes I get here a little bit earlier on the brakes, but then I feel like I under braked and
Mhm.
I'm losing time on the apex. But yeah,
Yeah, that's why trail braking is important, because with GT3s you need to be on like correct speed in every part of the corner. Well, that's simplification, correct speed actually, but just to explain the point. And trail braking uh, lets you do that. You control the speed in every part of the corner with trail braking. With how fast or slow you release the brake, not 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 speed as well. That's why I said simplification, but the car balance. That's also very important. Where is the weight of the car? If like the car is not really turning in, well, a little bit more braking and more weight on the fronts, and it then you can deal with all kind of different conditions like a crest in the middle of turning.
yeah.
Yeah, no, nice. I will be able to watch their play. All good. Mhm. Here, I think uh, too much of the using wheel too much here. Here, basically, the goal is to turn in a bit and almost like get the rear to rotate, and that's
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah, yeah. I heard you with the previous guy explaining this, and yeah, I don't get this feeling of the
Hmm.
rear stepping out and rotating the car that way. So yeah, I should probably work on that and experiment, like you said.
Yeah. Try that. Um, Besides that, probably can go on the exit and the throttle here, probably around here, because here you can go with wider. You can go wider when it might be difficult when to come back to the left, but still that's worth it.
Hmm.
And here, yeah, I think what's happening here, it seemed to me that compared to my braking, you may be braking a bit too late, but when I see that you hit the apex just fine, exit even a bit early, because you should be wider here. So you could be wider here, so you can go earlier here on the exit. And as I said, that for me it looks that you're braking a bit later than me, although we'll see the telemetry, maybe not. But uh, and still, able to stop. That means that here you can have more speed.
Yeah, I try to take this corner like consistently, but sometimes I get messed up and see that I come out with a tenth or two improving. So that's something that I keep finding and working on.
Uh huh. Okay, let's find your lap. Right, turn 1. A bit later on the brakes, but when losing a lot on the exit. Let's see. Quite. This is quite fine. Here the spike is probably not too good. But then, yeah, overall, not too bad. Like, considering that this lap is like over the second behind, here, like entry and exit is always compromise, right? You can sacrifice entry for the exit and vice versa. So here, since the exit is leading to a very, very long straight, it's okay, to sacrifice the entry and make sure that you have a good exit. So I think to keep in mind, although not too bad. Maybe one thing that I could advise is when you brake earlier, you have more time to to modulate the brake.
Yeah.
And if you do, so maybe that would help with this. If you brake a bit earlier, a bit lighter, if possible, try it, and then you just smoothly releasing the brakes, and if the car is rotating just fine, you don't need to do it. You can stick to your default smooth release. If you feel that something is off, well, you can do some modulation, but this is try to avoid this. Better to slow down, a bit slower, and maybe be a bit too slow at this point in the corner when needing to do this kind of correction.
Yeah, probably like you said, I braked a little bit too late and saw that the car isn't
Mm-hmm.
turning in, isn't turning in as much as I want, so I probably pressed on the brake a bit more to let it turn in more.
Yeah. So yeah, better to take this simple, careful approach. Okay, this is chicane. Let's look at this like this. Okay, so a bit. Okay, we saw that you missed. Yeah, you see how much speed. This is huge. 20 kilometers.
Yeah,
This is
yeah, I know.
huge. So yeah, really try to get the to the more to the right, close to that barrier. Crash into it a couple of times. Do you know quick reset function in iRacing?
Probably not.
Yeah, so just Google it. You can basically set a reset point, and you can crash, reset, crash, reset, crash, reset. So for these kinds
Yeah, yeah, that
of
would be
things, it's great.
useful. Yeah.
Yeah. I use it sometimes for some more tricky parts as well.
Yeah, I thought that it could be a very cool feature and it would help to practice a tricky corner, but yeah, I didn't think it actually existed.
Yeah, it does. So yeah, you just need to bind a couple of buttons on the wheel or somewhere, and you're ready to go.
Yeah.
I have basically set and reset buttons on my wheel. So sets, sets the point, reset, resets me back. So yeah, for these kinds of things, it's perfect where you need to, get close and in the you don't want to waste the whole lap, if you crash,
Yeah.
it's perfect. Yeah, a lot of time here. And here you could try braking a bit lighter. And here, overall shape is is there. Just needs some adjustments. A bit lighter through the first point. I lie. Oh, actually, okay. So here, well, kind of before the first curb, right? A bit lighter braking. Then I release over the curb because it's quite bouncy there. I don't want like once the car lands, I don't want like any lockups or anything. And and then here before this turn in, also raise a bit. You're doing basically the same thing because yeah, you need to turn in here, but yeah, huge difference here. So and
Yeah, I'll try to crash a couple of times too.
that will help. Here you doing you're doing okay, and I noticed that you were like having later turn in, later exit. You need to early do everything a bit earlier, and it will be fine as well. A lot of time. You will then have good exit with normal amount of speed here. So okay, let's see this part. This thing. If you ever see yourself like going half throttle back, you know, and then down again, you know that something is not right. You should so you can't use these things to investigate what happened here. What happened here is that um, out of chicane you're carrying way less speed. You're accelerating here, almost matching. You see, at this point, I'm already lifting and turning in, and you at this point, like, and the size, like you're on the throttle. So basically, you need to find this point and commit to lift. Wait, brake a bit, turn the car in, and then yeah, get back on throttle. So that's
I can see
basically.
that you are.
Mhm.
I can see that you are a little bit off
Right
off
here.
the pedals. No,
Mhm.
like a little bit right. You are not pushing the brake, not pushing
Here.
the throttle. A little. Oh no.
Yeah,
Okay, I
yeah. I'd say, well, maybe for a short amount of time, but uh, as a general rule, but not as a ultimate rule. Some corners you just need to coast and that's it. But I'd say if you're coasting, something's up. Like
Yep.
you should try to avoid doing that. Most of the time, and here it applies probably to me as well. There are few meters where I'm coasting. This wasn't perfect corner from me. I understeered a bit here and on the exit. So here I probably could be maybe start braking a bit later. Um, so or maybe the line is wrong here, but something is wrong here. I would like to eliminate these few meters and just have a better exit out of here.
Yeah, I guess sometimes I'm not that familiar with the car yet, and the exit curb is blind over the corner, so
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I'm a little bit afraid that I will go wide and will then have to slow down at the exit and have a poor exit. So yeah, that's probably what's happening sometimes here.
Yep. But yeah, basically you need to. Yeah, that's just practice. You need to find
Yeah.
those key points. Like you have your braking point, you have your turning point, you have your like exit. The acceleration point. You need to note those things and learn them, and it will be way better. Okay, let's see this downhill. It's about fine. About fine. A bit you're low. This part is fine, but when your lowest speed here is quite low. You see here I'm turning more.
Yeah.
Turning more on the exit. That's not necessarily good. I don't like this lift on my part. Could have been avoided. Still better than being, 10, not really like 35 compared to 31. 4 kilometers lower, so this is my kind of compromise. My exit wasn't great, but I still try to keep the speed, and just lift a little bit to still have a decent exit. But here, your speed is even lower. I'd say maybe you're having a bit. Let's see. Line is similar. You go in, turn in earlier, but then go in wider, a bit wider here, and tighter here. So your apex is a bit later, and if you're taking later apex, well, you're braking later. That's fine, but when you brake too much, probably.
Mm-hmm.
It's like overall, it's not. If I don't imagine you lose too much time here. Yeah, probably. I like the overall. I like the trail braking. It's okay. When you have a bit less speed on the apex, you had more on the braking. Overall, it's fine. That's not the part where that wasn't the part where you lose the most of the time, so wouldn't focus too much. Okay, here is the uphill. Here you can brake a bit later and try this part is like the uphill part, so you can try to carry more speed here. The rest is fine. The exit was fine. Speed was fine. Yeah, just you can brake later here basically.
Yep.
And that's 10th here uh in just brake later, but the point why basically this uphill and camber part, you have more grip here, fight the car like 5 seconds gravity, and well, gravity helps you, so you can carry a bit more speed.
Yeah, I think the tip with the tire sound should probably help because I'm
Yeah,
focusing a lot on that here.
yeah. Okay, this is quite okay. Here on the exit went a bit too wide. This okay. Let's see. You see, yeah, you went. I think like our car is doing very similar things here, but instead I here in the bottom you can see I turn wheel a bit more to solve that issue, and I don't go fully. Maybe I recognize the issue a bit earlier. That if I go full throttle, I won't make the corner. So that's just practice, and I modulate a little bit to make sure that I don't need to modulate more later.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, not too bad. This is like I'm actually surprised. This is good. I'd say with your pedals, This is good.
Yeah, I can see that it's only uh well, not only but a tenth, so not too bad.
Yep. Here I'm doing a bit of coasting. And I'm not sure if this is optimal, but like not the end of the world on this corner, I'd say. Because there's that fucking crest.
Yeah.
But let's see. Yeah, because the crest is probably around here. I know that I like. Yeah, I feel like at this point the car is turning in, and I know that the here will be the crest, so I basically do nothing over the crest, alright?
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to convince me more than like yourself, but like
That sounds logical because
mhm,
when the car should lift like on going on a ramp, so it should like not take care but become lighter, so you
yep.
probably want to lose control there. And then when it comes down, and then you probably need to get it to grip.
Okay, okay, watching. Okay, so 210s here. Um, as I said, right? Maybe a bit too much speed. Too much speed here, and then you understeer here a bit, and you know when you lose the speed. So as he said, uh, a bit earlier, and also um, uh, focus not really on the starting point where you start to brake, but on like the speed that you need to stop to, right? So don't focus on that. Okay, you need to start braking here because I'm braking here, but you could focus on okay, my speed is at this point is around this. So where do I need to brake to, you know, to, well, I'm telling this because our braking is different, right? You don't necessarily need to replicate exactly my braking because, you know, it might be just difficult because of the different equipment, but, you know, you could just basically, what's the word? Brake earlier, so you end braking here, basically. And, you know, you
Yeah.
match my speed here. Because for me it worked quite okay, not necessarily perfect, but you know it's a good benchmark, you know, for you to aim at.
Yeah, I suppose there isn't a lot of time to gain on the braking here, so I should focus more on the apex and the exits.
As yeah, when we watching the lap as well, I said that the entry, you know, is not that important. It's better to, you know, get the good exit out of this.
Yeah.
That's like true for a lot of corners, and even for those that where it's not true. You know, for as a beginner, it's still way better to have a better exit than you know good entry and bad exit. Once you're consistent with exits, you know how it's say they say slow in, fast out. So once you have the slow in, fast out, then you know you will want to start looking for fast in, fast out.
Yeah.
Okay, lifting. Um, yeah, as I said, at this point you have not enough speed, but here you lift, and maybe you notice that. So I think this will be resolved. So what happened here? I think you come out of this with bad exit, and probably you're used to getting here with more speed. And when you lift at the same time where you usually do, and you see that it's like uh, too slow, too slow.
Yeah.
I'm getting back on throttle, and then you need to lift again. So this will partly will solve itself once you fix this exit. You will have enough speed. You basically, I like this part. It's already, probably where you usually lift. It's close to mine, and then I think once you have enough speed, I think this will be fine as well. The exit will be fine here as well, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah, again, here a bit less speed, but you could be braking a bit less here. Again, once you like get bad exit out of one corner, it completely uh, uh, ruins the next corner for you. So you kind of like in the race, you need to adjust. You got a bad exit, you have less speed, so maybe brake a bit later. Just to because otherwise one bad corner ruins another automatically for you if you just keep having the same uh, marks to brake and to do other stuff.
Yep.
But okay. I said like I was thinking that it will be worse with the pedals that you have. I like I like what you can already have. Try try to getting it more smooth. This part, for example, I like. Here, probably with bigger margins, it's tougher to do the smooth release. But then once it's here with the lower margins, it's easier. Probably, I assume.
Yeah. It's my first week in the car also, so yeah.
Porsche is fantastic car. You want, like, you will be spoiled now. There's no better car. Like the balance is perfect. You feel like you are, maybe you were talking about a spin in some corner, right? It's it's perfect. Like you take Audi and you wouldn't even imagine how easy it spins out.
Yeah, I like the Porsche.
Maybe any other questions?
Um, Probably not. I was thinking about the tires a little bit also. Like, should I look at them overheating? Like, I noticed that when I trigger ABS, for some reason, I'm a little bit slower on the apex. Is that because the tires are overheating when the ABS triggers?
Yeah, basically yes. ABS is not like some kind of um, magical thing that will solve all the issues for you. Basically avoid hitting it, but because basically how ABS works, right? It still locks the wheels, but it like locks but unlocks it like programmatically, right? So there's still micro lockups, and it's still It's not like ACC where I won't even get into discussion what's realistic or not, how it's in real life, but on iRacing, basically it does heat up the tires, and yeah, it makes sense that you will have less grip, on the apex. Also, one thing to consider, like if you um if you have like major understeer or oversteer in the corner, know that in the next corner those tires will not perform as well. So they will need some time to cool down.
Yeah, I started thinking about that. It could be one of the issues why I'm so inconsistent.
Yeah, that's why I like my the slower braking.
Do you look at the tire temperatures on the dashboard?
Not really. Like the only thing I can think about is when maybe we're doing like an endurance race, and or maybe I'm racing with someone and we talking, and we just want to compare to one another. What temperatures are you running? What pressures? What pressure are your tires? Just to understand, if you're driving the same, but not really. Um,
Yeah, I got it. So it's mostly by feel.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Basically, what I just trying to take it easy. Um, just making sure I trigger ABS as less as possible. I don't oversteer, don't understeer, hit the apex, have good exit. Just
Yep.
trying to drive okay, and then speed is basically on top of that. Just then see where I can maybe brake a bit later. Well, not brake later. Maybe brake, have a different kind of apex or something.
Yeah. So thanks a lot.
Yeah, no issue, no issue. Welcome to join next week as well.
Next week I will probably go to the. I will probably be training the GT4 for the 2 hour race, I
Ah,
guess.
yeah,
It's
that's
like
fine.
every other week, so probably I won't be joining, but then the next week I definitely will.
Yep, no issue. Okay, have a good night, and see you later.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
ACC, ride EBS, racing, fuck EBS, but try and do GT freeze and racing with EBS turned off and race fucks you over. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. That no issue noise. Like, I was before the session, I was so fucking tired. I wanted to go to sleep, and I noticed how many people tried. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, but it went by quickly, so all good. Let's see. Noise your lab. I thought, maybe, let's see. So exit here, like the lap here starts with the exit, right? And it could be better, I imagine, because here it seems that you're way too slow. We'll see the telemetry, but it's interesting. It's like feels to me that you're braking so late, probably later than me. And then it still feels that you over slow here on the on the on the exit. Okay, but here probably here you already want to be on the throttle, and you're like a bit too late. And then here you can have your right tires on this and like edge of this curb, and it won't be off track. So like here you can easily go earlier and then like track out wider. Okay, so this feels quite okay. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Okay, quite fast. But then I think you were not able to handle the speed that you went with. Yeah. So here. Not bad. Maybe this cut is not perfect. And well, this is not perfect as well. I think you could be turning it in a bit later after 300. Yeah, but would be better. You would be coming out more here, then can be wider here, cut more here. Just a little bit. And then, you know, you understeer here. Here, probably more trail braking or a bit early. You want to be closer here, tighter, and on the throttle around here. You just start a bit too late. I don't like this. Yeah. Going too tight, like aiming to the apex here already. Don't like it. Brake. Get the car straight, because here, yeah, you like touch and then like brake inside. Brake straight. Here, brake straight, and then once you start trail braking, turn in. Yeah, this very easily could have been why you went wide here. Well, probably too much speed, but yeah, that's exactly why you want to brake straight, so you shed the most of the speed that you don't need for the corner, and then just control car balance and the rest of the speed with trail braking. And here I think you just had too much speed. Overall not too bad, but I imagine you probably have less speed here. Overall not too bad. We'll see in the telemetry. I like the exit, use that part of the track. Too slow. Way too slow. Maybe not? Maybe it's too late for me? Okay, we'll see. We'll check that one on telemetry. Probably a bit. Probably a bit too late, right? Because you don't see exit. Here maybe a little bit later than exit. We'll see. We'll check this on telemetry. Okay, one more time. Yeah, maybe a bit too tight, too early. And you hit that curb where it didn't look fine to me, so that's what I did not like. This. Here. Use this part of the track. It's free real estate. Free time. Overall, seemed fine. Interesting. Maybe too much steering. It will be interesting to compare. Yeah. I think you like literally oversteered the steering wheel. It would have turned in better, I think, with less steering input. We'll check how much am I using where, but here, come back to earlier. Yeah. This is fine. Use this, okay, but then immediately come back. Yeah. You coming back too slow. You set the car there. Go. Because then here you're not using the full track again. A lot of track here. Third of the car. Starting to get excited around here about my life. Maybe it's some mistakes. Right, I need to find you. Here is you. Activity. This session. 442, right? Okay, yeah, a bit later. Yeah, I did not like that. It did not seem fine to me. Yeah. So a bit earlier. Because then on the exit you lose a lot. Although it seemed that, well, yeah, you have to brake here a lot while turning. It's not nice. It's not nice, it's not good, it's not fast. It's probably possible here to brake later than I did. You know, just few lap attempts. It's not perfect lap or anything. It's a great lap, but it's I'm proud of it, but it's definitely not best. But still, don't focus on braking late and winning time that way. Focus on hitting the apex, on having good exit. That's the main part. Once you have the exit, then see if you can maybe I can brake a bit later. But yeah, especially in this, corner where the straight is very, very, very long. hmm Like I noticed. hmm Okay, probably doesn't matter, but I just noticed that, like on the straight, I'm losing speed. What the hell? Again, doesn't matter, but the hell? I think the conditions changed during the. It, it's very small difference, so whatever. Right here. Uh-huh. As I said here, you see my line red just a bit wider. My turn in is just a bit later, and you see how here, right here we cut through the same section, but I'm doing it from the outside a bit, and then here I have like wider exit from here, better line with more speed. You see, again, don't brake, don't need to brake late, brake earlier, brake lighter. I would object. At least, well, I imagine. Hmm. So maybe it's a bug. Wait. I'm comparing to my. Okay, hopefully it's just for this lap. I'll need to check. Okay, I was comparing to my. Thanks, Erik. I was fucking up. Good thing I drive both cars very similarly, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's see. Mm-hmm. Yep. Right. This again. Wait, let's see now. Yeah, you see? Exit, and when you're losing through all of this straight. Now that I'm comparing correct cars. Yep. So that thing seems strange to me. Chicane. Again, a bit earlier, a bit lighter. Don't try to win on entry. There's not a place to win time. And again, still same thing applies. Different car, I'm doing the same thing. Wider, later entry, later turn in, and then again, automatically, since I came in wider here, I'm wider here. How much more speed I am carrying. So yeah, this one thing, just a bit wider. You're already able to get close to it. That's great. You see, this point as close as me. And now just come from a bit wider. A lot of time to begin here. Like here, a 10.5. And then I have better exit for the following corner as well. Yeah, here you barely control the car through the exit of the chicane. Went wide here, which might not be too bad, but went wide and with less speed. That's bad. So yeah, this is still chicane. This is still chicane, I'd say. You can fix this. This will be fixed as well. Or just get better like controlled exit. But to do that, really look into this part. I like the trail braking. Here you needed a lot of it. I don't like these, but I'll ignore these because you're just like wide here and trying to get on the line. Here, since we're braking downhill, yeah, I'd suggest less. And then this, fix this. Look very... Here you're on the throttle for quite a long time with braking. Some overlap. No overlap. There shouldn't be overlap here. On here, some overlap is fine. Probably not great, but fine. But here, this point should be where you release the brake and go back on the throttle. So try fixing this habit. Finish trail braking and turning wheel, and then go on the throttle and start releasing. Here you need a better dead zone, probably, or just be more aware of where your foot is. Although well, yeah, probably cost you a bit, because here you have better speed than me, and then after this, difference disappears. Here you can brake more. It's not too bad. A little bit of overlap here that could be avoided, but not as bad as well. This is like if we compare times, this is fine. Okay, here. Well, let's see. Braking a bit later, a bit harder. This. Look into that dead zone. Not okay. And yeah, it felt like slow to me on this part. And as I said, too tight. You hit the curb here. Avoid that curb. Take the wider line. Yeah, lost a bit too much speed. We are at the same point here on throttle when I modulate to be able to to just maintain the line, stay on the track, and here, yeah, you're just braking too much. Brake less. Yeah, don't try to brake later. Brake less. Here, yeah. In this second part especially, you see, start losing speed here. When you get it back, I'm wondering if my exit is bad here. Yep, like try to drive like relaxed. Don't like try to drive slow even, you know? And you will notice, I think, like I don't know, but try. Could be a good exercise. Like even I, if I'm chasing someone and I'm not able to do that because I'm just trying so much to drive fast to get to him, and when I say to myself, okay, just drive, relax, just drive normally, and when my tire temperatures, gets better, and I'm starting to catch. I'm not trying to drive fast. Yeah, over this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not optimal. Of course, at this point, if you feel you slow down a lot here, you feel that you need more speed, it's, yeah, fine to fix the immediate issue, but brake a bit less again. And here, as I said, right, you're turning too much. And, well, I did not even realize that at that point you were on the throttle. But yeah, like, you will not need to turn that much if you trail brake. Trail braking. Um, yep. Trail brake, trail brake, trail brake. This is about fine. Except not exactly right. Quite a difference in speed. A few kilometers. 5. So yeah. Um, Again, too much steering. Can do with less. Like, as I've mentioned several times today in this corner, you should try to control the balance of the car with throttle. That's what you're doing here, and me controlling the car balance with the throttle. We need, and for this corner, we can't stay flat because the front tires, even if you turn wheel as much as possible, the front tires will not have enough grip to turn in. So we lift a little bit, and the weight shifts back, and we turn in. But when we have the opposite, we can have the opposite issue, where not enough brake weight is on the back tires. So you kind of need to, with your throttle modulation, you're doing this balance modulation. So yeah, try to lift as much as much as possible to get the car to turn in, and then careful with the rear tire balance as well. Yep. Yeah, I'd say try focusing. I'm wondering, ghost lap. Do we have ghost laps here? Hmm. Yeah, I'd say try. Yeah, try driving like old old grandpa to the church, grandma to the church. Literally, that's your homework. Careful. Uh, brake earlier, lighter. That's it, Noise. Any other questions? Yep, see you next. See you next Wednesday with Road America. Yep. Okay, we went through everyone, right? Session has ended. Do we have anyone else? Erik is still here? Yeah, I'm happy too. Okay. So what? That's it, I guess. See you next week. Oh yeah, I will race on Sunday. Right. Wait, do we have race on Sunday? On Easter? What were we thinking? Like all I will go write something funny and snarky to them. Okay, that's it. Thanks, Noise. Thanks, everyone. See you maybe on Sunday. Maybe. I definitely can skip some races in that championship. But yeah, bye for now.